Question: What was the capital of the French in India? Option A, Pondicherry. Option B, Chandernagore. Option C, Erkot. Option D, Calcutta. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option A, which is Pondicherry. Pondicherry was the capital of the French in India. Question: Who was appointed in Hyderabad for protection by the French? Option A, Robert Clive. Option B, Chanda Sahib. Option C, Mir Qasim. Option D, Dupleix. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option B, which is Chanda Sahib. Bassi was appointed in Hyderabad for his protection by the French, and Chanda Sahib became the Nawab with French support. Question: What was the outcome of the Second Carnatic War? Option A, Treaty of Pondicherry. Option B, Battle of Buxar. Option C, Battle of Plassey. Option D, Treaty of Paris. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option A, which is Treaty of Pondicherry. The Second Carnatic War ended with the Treaty of Pondicherry, which favored the English. Question: In which year was the East India Company established? Option A, 1600. Option B, 1617. Option C, 1664. Option D, 1757. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option A, which is 1600. The East India Company was established in England in 1600. Question: Who was the Nawab of Carnatic after Chanda Sahib? Option A, Anwaruddin. Option B, Muhammad Ali. Option C, Mir Qasim. Option D, Dupleix. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option B, which is Muhammad Ali. After Chanda Sahib was imprisoned and killed, the English named Muhammad Ali, the son of Anwaruddin, as the Nawab of Carnatic. Question: What was the main reason for the competition between the English and the French in India? Option A, trade routes. Option B, political instability. Option C, military strength. Option D, cultural differences. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option B, which is political instability. Political instability in regions like Hyderabad and Carnatic allowed both the English and French to exploit the situation for their gain. Question: Which battle is associated with Mir Qasim? Option A, Battle of Plassey. Option B, Battle of Buxar. Option C, Battle of Erkot. Option D, Battle of Vandivash. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option B, which is Battle of Buxar. Mir Qasim was involved in the Battle of Buxar, which took place in 1764. Question: What did the Mughal Emperor Jahangir grant to the British in 1617? Option A, Royal Charter for Trade. Option B, land in Bengal. Option C, military support. Option D, tax exemptions. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option A, which is Royal Charter for Trade. In 1617, the Mughal Emperor Jahangir issued a royal charter allowing the British to conduct trade in Surat and Hooghly. Question: which European company was established in 1602? Option A, French East India Company. Option B, Dutch East India Company. Option C, British East India Company. Option D, Portuguese East India Company. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option B, which is Dutch East India Company. The Dutch East India Company was established in 1602. Question: who implemented the dual government policy in Bengal? Option A, Robert Clive. Option B, Mir Jafar. Option C, Warren Hastings. Option D, Dupleix. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option A, which is Robert Clive. The dual government policy in Bengal was implemented by Robert Clive. Question: what was the main reason for the Second Anglo-Maratha War? Option A, economic exploitation. Option B, differences among Maratha chieftains. Option C, British expansion in the south. Option D, support for the Peshwa. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option B, which is differences among Maratha chieftains. The Second Anglo-Maratha War was primarily caused by the internal conflicts among the Maratha chieftains, particularly between Yeshwant Rao of the Holkar family and Daulat Rao of the Scindia family. Question: what was the subsidiary alliance? Option A, a treaty for trade. Option B, a military agreement. Option C, a policy for economic support. Option D, a system of indirect rule. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option B, which is a military agreement. The subsidiary alliance was a military agreement where Indian states had to accept a British resident and maintain British troops in their territory for protection. Question: which Maratha family opposed the Treaty of Bassein? Option A, Bhonsle. Option B, Holkar. Option C, Scindia. Option D, all of the above. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option D, which is all of the above. The Treaty of Bassein was opposed by various Maratha families, including Holkar, Gwalior, and Bhonsle. Question: what was the outcome of the Third Anglo-Maratha War? Option A, Maratha independence. Option B, British control over Maratha territories. Option C, formation of a new Maratha empire. Option D, peace treaty with the Peshwa. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option B, which is British control over Maratha territories. The Third Anglo-Maratha War resulted in British control over Maratha territories and the abolition of the Peshwa post. Question: who was the Governor-General during the Second Anglo-Maratha War? Option A, Lord Wellesley. Option B, Lord Cornwallis. Option C, Lord Hastings. Option D, Lord Dalhousie. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option A, which is Lord Wellesley. Lord Wellesley was the Governor-General during the Second Anglo-Maratha War and played a significant role in British expansion. Question: what was the primary strategy used by the British to expand their empire in India? Option A, military conquest. Option B, diplomatic alliances. Option C, economic exploitation. Option D, all of the above. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option D, which is all of the above. The British used a combination of military conquest, diplomatic alliances, and economic exploitation to expand their empire in India. Question: which state was the first to enter into the subsidiary alliance? Option A, Mysore. Option B, Hyderabad. Option C, Awadh. Option D, Tanjavur. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option B, which is Hyderabad. Hyderabad was the first state to enter into the subsidiary alliance with the British. Question: what was the doctrine of lapse? Option A, a policy for annexing states without heirs. Option B, a military strategy. Option C, a trade agreement. Option D, a diplomatic treaty. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option A, which is a policy for annexing states without heirs. The doctrine of lapse was a policy that allowed the British to annex states if the ruler died without a male heir. Question: who was a formidable opponent to the British in the early 19th century? Option A, Hyder Ali. Option B, Tippu Sultan. Option C, Ranjit Singh. Option D, Baji Rao II. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option C, which is Ranjit Singh. Ranjit Singh emerged as a formidable opponent to the British in the early 19th century, successfully organizing the Sikhs. Question: who was the Peshwa during the Second Anglo-Maratha War? Option A, Baji Rao I. Option B, Balaji Rao II. Option C, Baji Rao II. Option D, Raghunath Rao. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option C, which is Baji Rao II. Balaji Rao II, also known as Baji Rao II, was the Peshwa during the Second Anglo-Maratha War. Question: which system was introduced to control land revenue in India? Option A, Mahalwari system. Option B, Ryotwari system. Option C, permanent Zamindari system. Option D, all of the above. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option D, which is all of the above. All these systems were introduced by the British to manage land revenue and taxation in India. Question: who introduced the administration of civil services in India? Option A, Lord Macaulay. Option B, Lord Cornwallis. Option C, Edmund Burke. Option D, Motilal Nehru. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option B, which is Lord Cornwallis. Lord Cornwallis introduced the administration of civil services to improve governance and reduce corruption. Question: what was the main purpose of the Regulating Act of 1773? Option A, to establish a federal system in India. Option B, to control corruption in the East India Company. Option C, to promote education in India. Option D, to abolish the Zamindari system. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option B, which is to control corruption in the East India Company. The Regulating Act aimed to enforce control over the East India Company and curb the rampant corruption among its officials. Question: which act served as the foundation for the Indian Constitution? Option A, Government of India Act of 1919. Option B, Government of India Act of 1935. Option C, Regulating Act of 1773. Option D, Pitt's India Act. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option B, which is Government of India Act of 1935. The Government of India Act of 1935 laid down many provisions that were later incorporated into the Indian Constitution. Question: what was one of the main features of the Government of India Act of 1935? Option A, abolition of the Zamindari system. Option B, establishment of a federal system. Option C, introduction of the permanent Zamindari system. Option D, creation of the Indian National Congress. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option B, which is establishment of a federal system. The Act established a federal system that included Indian principalities, British-governed regions, and Dominion states. Question: what was the role of Qazis in the judicial system during British rule? Option A, they were British judges. Option B, they were local clerks. Option C, they controlled criminal courts under European supervision. Option D, they were responsible for land revenue collection. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option C, which is they controlled criminal courts under European supervision. Qazis were local judges who operated under the supervision of European officers in the criminal courts. Question: what was a significant criticism of the East India Company by Edmund Burke? Option A, their educational policies. Option B, their military strategies. Option C, their corrupt practices. Option D, their land tax systems. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option C, which is their corrupt practices. Edmund Burke criticized the East India Company for its corrupt practices and the criminal tax it imposed. Question: which British officer is known for supporting modern education in India? Option A, Lord Cornwallis. Option B, Lord Macaulay. Option C, Motilal Nehru. Option D, Edmund Burke. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option B, which is Lord Macaulay. Lord Macaulay is recognized for his role in promoting modern education in India through the British education system. Question: what was the impact of the British education system on Indian society? Option A, it led to the decline of traditional education. Option B, it created a new generation with progressive attitudes. Option C, it had no significant impact. Option D, it promoted only British culture. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option B, which is it created a new generation with progressive attitudes. The British education system fostered a new generation of Indians who appreciated their rich tradition and developed progressive attitudes. Question: what was the main criticism of the land tax systems introduced by the British? Option A, they were too lenient. Option B, they favored zamindars over farmers. Option C, they were not enforced properly. Option D, they were too complex. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option B, which is they favored zamindars over farmers. The land tax systems, particularly the permanent zamindari system, often favored zamindars, leading to significant debt among farmers. Question: who became the ruler of Mysore after Hyder Ali's death? Option A, Chamarajendra Vodiyar X. Option B, Tippu Sultan. Option C, Krishnaraja Vodiyar IV. Option D, Dondia Wagh. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option B, which is Tippu Sultan. Tippu Sultan succeeded his father, Hyder Ali, as the ruler of Mysore. Question: what was Tippu Sultan's primary goal during his rule? Option A, to expand his territory. Option B, to drive the British out of India. Option C, to modernize the army. Option D, to establish trade relations with France. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option B, which is to drive the British out of India. Tippu Sultan aimed to drive the British out of India, viewing them as the main obstacle to his expansionist policies. Question: which of the following was a significant military innovation used by Hyder Ali and Tippu Sultan? Option A, cavalry charges. Option B, use of missiles. Option C, war elephants. Option D, archery. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option B, which is use of missiles. Hyder Ali and Tippu Sultan were the first in India to use missiles in warfare, modernizing their military tactics. Question: what was the outcome of the Fourth Anglo-Mysore War? Option A, strengthened the position of the British in Mysore. Option B, established peace between Mysore and the British. Option C, led to the independence of Mysore. Option D, resulted in a treaty favoring Tippu Sultan. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option A, which is strengthened the position of the British in Mysore. The Fourth Anglo-Mysore War ultimately strengthened British control over Mysore. Question: who was appointed as the Dewan after the British took control of Mysore in 1881? Option A, C. Rangacharlu. Option B, Tippu Sultan. Option C, Hyder Ali. Option D, Krishnaraja Vodiyar IV. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option A, which is C. Rangacharlu. C. Rangacharlu was appointed as the Dewan after the British reinstated the Vodiyar dynasty in Mysore. Question: what significant educational reform did Chamarajendra Vodiyar X implement? Option A, established the University of Mysore. Option B, abolished all schools. Option C, banned foreign education. Option D, created a military academy. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option A, which is established the University of Mysore. Chamarajendra Vodiyar X established the University of Mysore and promoted education among his people. Question: which rebellion is associated with the resistance against British rule in Karnataka? Option A, Amara Sulya Rebellion. Option B, Sepoy Mutiny. Option C, First War of Independence. Option D, civil disobedience movement? You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option A, which is Amara Sulya Rebellion. The Amara Sulya Rebellion was a significant uprising against British rule in Karnataka. Question: what economic measures did Hyder Ali and Tippu Sultan take to strengthen their position? Option A, increase taxes on farmers. Option B, nationalize tobacco and sandalwood. Option C, reduce trade with foreign countries. Option D, established a currency system. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option B, which is nationalized tobacco and sandalwood. They nationalized tobacco and sandalwood to strengthen their economic system and fund their military efforts. Question: what was the role of the British resident in Mysore after 1881? Option A, to govern Mysore directly. Option B, to oversee the Vodiyar rule. Option C, to lead military campaigns. Option D, to abolish the monarchy. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option B, which is to oversee the Vodiyar rule. The British resident was appointed to oversee the Vodiyar rule, ensuring British interests were maintained. Question: which factory was established in Bhadravati during the reign of Chamarajendra Vodiyar X? Option A, iron and steel factory. Option B, sandal oil factory. Option C, sugar factory. Option D, paper mill. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option A, which is iron and steel factory. An iron and steel factory was among the many industries started during the reign of Chamarajendra Vodiyar X. Question: what was the main objective of the Aligarh movement? Option A, promote women's education. Option B, provide modern education to Muslims. Option C, condemn polygamy. Option D, support widow marriage. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option B, which is provide modern education to Muslims. The Aligarh movement aimed to provide modern education to the Muslim community, combining religious and Western education. Question: who established the Ramakrishna Mission? Option A, Raja Ram Mohan Roy. Option B, Swami Vivekananda. Option C, Jyotiba Phule. Option D, Sir Syed Ahmad Khan. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option B, which is Swami Vivekananda. Swami Vivekananda established the Ramakrishna Mission to propagate the ideals of his teacher, Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. Question: which reformer condemned the practice of untouchability? Option A, Swami Vivekananda. Option B, Jyotiba Phule. Option C, Raja Ram Mohan Roy. Option D, Annie Besant. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option B, which is Jyotiba Phule. Jyotiba Phule condemned the practice of untouchability and worked towards social justice and equality. Question: what did Swami Vivekananda emphasize as necessary for achieving salvation? Option A, only prayer. Option B, yoga and social service. Option C, religious rituals. Option D, pilgrimages. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option B, which is yoga and social service. Swami Vivekananda maintained that apart from prayer and yoga, social service was also necessary for achieving salvation, moksha. Question: who was the founder of the Satyashodhak Samaj? Option A, Raja Ram Mohan Roy. Option B, Jyotiba Phule. Option C, Dayanand Saraswati. Option D, Sir Syed Ahmad Khan. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option B, which is Jyotiba Phule. The Satyashodhak Samaj was established by Jyotiba Phule to promote social justice and equality. Question: what was the primary focus of the Brahmo Samaj? Option A, idol worship. Option B, equality of all religions. Option C, advocacy for women's rights. Option D, promotion of Western education. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option B, which is equality of all religions. The Brahmo Samaj focused on the equality of all religions and sought to reform Hindu society. Question: which conference did Swami Vivekananda speak at in 1893? Option A, World Education Conference. Option B, Chicago Conference of World Religions. Option C, Indian National Congress. Option D, World Health Assembly. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option B, which is Chicago Conference of World Religions. Swami Vivekananda spoke at the Chicago Conference of World Religions in 1893, advocating for religious tolerance. Question: what did the Aligarh movement aim to transform? Option A, political beliefs of Muslims. Option B, caste system. Option C, women's rights. Option D, agricultural practices. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option A, which is political beliefs of Muslims. The Aligarh movement aimed to transform the political, social, educational, religious, and philosophical beliefs of Muslims. Question: who was influenced by the principles of Jyotiba Phule? Option A, Mahatma Gandhi. Option B, Swami Vivekananda. Option C, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Option D, Annie Besant. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option C, which is Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar was influenced by the principles of Jyotiba Phule, particularly regarding social justice and equality. Question: what did the Ramakrishna Mission promote? Option A, idol worship only. Option B, social service and education. Option C, political activism. Option D, caste hierarchy. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option B, which is social service and education. The Ramakrishna Mission continues to nurture culture through education and social service, promoting the ideals of its founder. Question: what is communalism primarily associated with? Option A, economic inequality. Option B, religious division. Option C, illiteracy. Option D, corruption. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option B, which is religious division. Communalism refers to the division of society based on religion, leading to distrust and social unrest. Question: What is the primary goal of the Jawahar Rojgar Yojana? Option A: to promote education. Option B: to eradicate poverty. Option C: to control inflation. Option D: to enhance regionalism. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option B, which is to eradicate poverty. The Jawahar Rojgar Yojana was launched to provide employment and help eradicate poverty in India. Question: Which article of the Indian Constitution guarantees the right to education? Option A: Article 21. Option B: Article 21A. Option C: Article 19. Option D: Article 45. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option B, which is Article 21A. Article 21 of the Indian Constitution guarantees the right to education for children aged 6 to 14. Question: What is a significant consequence of corruption? Option A: improved governance. Option B: economic growth. Option C: social unrest. Option D: increased public trust. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option C, which is social unrest. Corruption leads to social unrest and undermines trust in public institutions. Question: What is smuggling primarily harmful to? Option A: national economic interests. Option B: cultural heritage. Option C: environmental sustainability. Option D: public health. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option A, which is national economic interests. Smuggling harms national economic interests by disrupting domestic industries and markets. Question: Which of the following is not a suggested remedy for poverty? Option A: proper utilization of resources. Option B: issuing BPL cards. Option C: increasing taxes on the poor. Option D: 5-year plans. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option C, which is increasing taxes on the poor. Increasing taxes on the poor would not help eradicate poverty, rather, it would exacerbate the issue. Question: What does the term regionalism refer to? Option A: unity among different religions. Option B: focus on regional development. Option C: national integration. Option D: economic disparity. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option B, which is focus on regional development. Regionalism emphasizes the development of specific regions, which can sometimes conflict with national unity. Question: Which of the following is a major socio-economic problem in India? Option A: corruption. Option B: poverty. Option C: profiteering. Option D: all of the above. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option D, which is all of the above. Poverty, corruption, and profiteering are all significant socio-economic issues that India faces. Question: What does profiteering refer to? Option A: earning excessive profits at the expense of consumers. Option B, providing fair prices to consumers. Option C, government regulation of prices. Option D, none of the above. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option A, which is earning excessive profits at the expense of consumers. Profiteering is the practice of making excessive profits, often through unethical means, which harms consumers. Question: what is a common cause of profiteering? Option A, stable prices. Option B, government regulation. Option C, inflation. Option D, consumer protection laws. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option C, which is inflation. Inflation often leads to profiteering as businesses increase prices beyond reasonable levels. Question: what principle is the foundation of India's aspiration for a good relationship with China? Option A, Panchashil. Option B, non-alignment. Option C, democracy. Option D, socialism. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option A, which is Panchashil. India's aspiration for a sound Indo-China relationship is based on the Panchashil principles. Question: which country did India first recognize after the establishment of the Chinese Communist government? Option A, USA. Option B, Pakistan. Option C, China. Option D, Russia. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option C, which is China. India was the first country to recognize the Chinese Communist government in October 1949. Question: what significant event occurred between India and China in 1962? Option A, trade agreement. Option B, cultural exchange. Option C, war. Option D, diplomatic recognition. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option C, which is war. In 1962, China invaded India, leading to a war between the two nations. Question: what is the line of actual control, LAC? Option A, a trade route. Option B, a military alliance. Option C, a disputed border. Option D, a cultural boundary. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option C, which is a disputed border. The line of actual control, LAC, is the de facto border between India and China, which is not fully demarcated. Question: which country has historically supported India during conflicts with Pakistan? Option A, China. Option B, USA. Option C, Russia. Option D, Bangladesh. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option C, which is Russia. Russia, formerly the Soviet Union, has historically supported India during conflicts, including the 1962 aggression by China. Question: what is a major issue affecting India-Pakistan relations? Option A, trade disputes. Option B, Kashmir conflict. Option C, cultural differences. Option D, economic sanctions. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option B, which is Kashmir conflict. The Kashmir conflict is a major issue affecting the relationship between India and Pakistan. Question: what type of government does India maintain a relationship with in the USA? Option A, monarchy. Option B, communism. Option C, democracy. Option D, dictatorship. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option C, which is democracy. India and the USA both have democratic systems of government, which forms the basis of their relationship. Question: what was the Tashkent Agreement? Option A, a trade deal. Option B, a peace treaty. Option C, a military alliance. Option D, a cultural exchange program. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option B, which is a peace treaty. The Tashkent Agreement was a peace treaty signed in 1966 between India and Pakistan, mediated by the Soviet Union. Question: which country has India maintained a close relationship with for economic development? Option A, China. Option B, USA. Option C, Russia. Option D, Pakistan. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option C, which is Russia. India has received significant aid and support from Russia for its economic development and industrial growth. Question: what is a common concern shared by India and the USA? Option A, space exploration. Option B, curbing terrorism. Option C, cultural exchange. Option D, trade agreements. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option B, which is curbing terrorism. Both India and the USA share a common concern for curbing terrorism, which strengthens their relationship. Question: what is social stratification? Option A, the classification of people based on their income and education. Option B, the practice of treating everyone equally. Option C, a system that promotes social harmony. Option D, the eradication of caste systems. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option A, which is the classification of people based on their income and education. Social stratification refers to the classification of people into different groups based on factors like income, education, caste, and occupation. Question: which of the following is considered a low caste in the Indian caste system? Option A, Brahmins. Option B, Kshatriyas. Option C, Shudras. Option D, Vaishyas. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option C, which is Shudras. Shudras are considered the lowest caste in the traditional Indian caste system. Question: who referred to untouchability as a stigma on Hindu society? Option A, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Option B, Mahatma Gandhi. Option C, Jyotiba Phule. Option D, Swami Vivekananda. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option B, which is Mahatma Gandhi. Mahatma Gandhi called untouchability a stigma on Hindu society, highlighting its inhuman nature. Question: What does Section 17 of the Indian Constitution prohibit? Option A. Discrimination based on gender. Option B. The practice of untouchability. Option C. Reservation in education. Option D. Freedom of speech. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option B, which is the practice of untouchability. Section 17 of the Indian Constitution explicitly prohibits the practice of untouchability. Question: What was the purpose of the Untouchability Crime Act implemented in 1955? Option A. To promote education among backward classes. Option B. To punish the practice of untouchability. Option C. To provide employment opportunities. Option D. To ensure equal rights for women. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option B, which is to punish the practice of untouchability. The Untouchability Crime Act was implemented to make the practice of untouchability a punishable offense. Question: Which social reformer is known for efforts to eradicate untouchability? Option A. Mahatma Gandhi. Option B. Jawaharlal Nehru. Option C. B.R. Ambedkar. Option D. Both A and C. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option D, which is both A and C. Both Mahatma Gandhi and B.R. Ambedkar made significant efforts to eradicate untouchability in India. Question: What is one of the main reasons for the decline of untouchability in modern India? Option A. Increased literacy rates. Option B. Government policies. Option C. Social reform movements. Option D. All of the above. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option D, which is all of the above. The decline of untouchability can be attributed to increased literacy rates, government policies, and social reform movements. Question: What does the term untouchables refer to? Option A. People of high caste. Option B. People who are socially excluded. Option C. People with special privileges. Option D. People who are wealthy. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option B, which is people who are socially excluded. Untouchables refer to people who are socially excluded and considered to be at the lowest rung of the caste system. Question: Which act was amended to become the Citizens' Rights Protection Act in 1976? Option A. The Untouchability Crime Act. Option B. The Right to Education Act. Option C. The Reservation Act. Option D. The Employment Guarantee Act. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option A, which is the Untouchability Crime Act. The Untouchability Crime Act was amended to become the Citizens' Rights Protection Act in 1976 to address its lacuna. Question: What is a consequence of social stratification? Option A. Increased social harmony. Option B. Equal opportunities for all. Option C. Social inequality and conflict. Option D. Universal access to education. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option C, which is social inequality and conflict. Social stratification leads to social inequality and conflict, as it creates divisions among people based on various factors. Question: what is the primary purpose of labor? Option A: to achieve self-satisfaction. Option B: to achieve a particular goal. Option C: to engage in leisure activities. Option D: to avoid work. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option B, which is to achieve a particular goal. Labor is defined as an act performed to achieve a particular goal, often related to obtaining economic or material benefits. Question: what does division of labor refer to? Option A: work done by people based on their interests and skills. Option B: the separation of work from leisure. Option C: the classification of workers into different castes. Option D: the elimination of jobs. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option A, which is work done by people based on their interests and skills. Division of labor means work being done by people depending on their interests, tastes, abilities, and skills, leading to specialization. Question: what is unemployment? Option A: having a job but not working. Option B: inability to get work despite willingness and ability. Option C: working without pay. Option D: being self-employed. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option B, which is inability to get work despite willingness and ability. Unemployment refers to the inability to get work despite being of proper age, ability, and interest. Question: which of the following is a cause of unemployment? Option A: high literacy rates. Option B: overpopulation. Option C: increased job opportunities. Option D: technological advancements. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option B, which is overpopulation. Overpopulation is one of the causes of unemployment, as it can lead to a surplus of labor in the job market. Question: what is the main difference between organized and unorganized workers? Option A: organized workers have job security, unorganized do not. Option B: unorganized workers earn more than organized workers. Option C: organized workers work in agriculture, unorganized do not. Option D: unorganized workers have fixed working hours, organized do not. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option A, which is organized workers have job security, unorganized do not. Organized workers work under specific rules and regulations, enjoying job security and benefits, while unorganized workers lack these protections. Question: what does the Equal Wages Act aim to address? Option A: job security for all workers. Option B: discrimination in wages based on gender. Option C: unemployment rates. Option D: labor laws for organized sectors. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option B, which is discrimination in wages based on gender. The Equal Wages Act was enacted to address wage discrimination, particularly against women who perform the same work as men but are paid less. Question: which sector is more likely to experience labor discrimination? Option A: government sector. Option B: organized sector. Option C: unorganized sector. Option D: educational sector. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option C, which is unorganized sector. Labor discrimination is more prevalent in the unorganized sector, where workers often lack protections and benefits. Question: what is a common consequence of unemployment? Option A, increased job satisfaction. Option B, economic growth. Option C, poverty and social issues. Option D, higher literacy rates. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option C, which is poverty and social issues. Unemployment can lead to various social issues, including poverty, ill health, and crime. Question: what is one of the remedies for unemployment mentioned? Option A, population control. Option B, increased mechanization. Option C, reduction of educational reforms. Option D, decreased vocational training. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option A, which is population control. Population control is one of the strategies suggested to tackle the problem of unemployment. Question: what type of work is considered unpaid work? Option A, work done for economic benefit. Option B, work done for self-satisfaction without material benefit. Option C, work done in organized sectors. Option D, work done under a contract. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option B, which is work done for self-satisfaction without material benefit. Unpaid work refers to activities undertaken for self-satisfaction without any material benefit, such as an artist painting for personal enjoyment. Question: what is the highest mountain peak in the world? Option A, K2. Option B, Kangchenjunga. Option C, Mount Everest. Option D, Lhotse. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option C, which is Mount Everest. Mount Everest, located in the Himalayas, is the highest mountain peak in the world, standing at 8,848 meters above sea level. Question: which river is the name India derived from? Option A, Ganges. Option B, Brahmaputra. Option C, Indus. Option D, Yamuna. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option C, which is Indus. The name India is derived from the river Indus, which was historically significant to the region. Question: which latitude passes through the central part of India? Option A, 23 degrees and option B, 30 degrees and option C, 15 degrees and option D, 45 degrees and. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option A, which is 23 degrees N. The 23 degrees N latitude, also known as the Tropic of Cancer, passes through the central part of India. Question: what is the southernmost point of mainland India? Option A, Kanyakumari. Option B, Indira Point. Option C, Cape Comorin. Option D, Nicobar Islands. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option A, which is Kanyakumari. Kanyakumari is the southernmost point of mainland India, while Indira Point is the southernmost point of Indian territory, located in the Nicobar Islands. Question: How many islands belong to India? Option A, 200. Option B, 247. Option C, 150. Option D, 300. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option B, which is 247. India has a total of 247 islands, with 204 in the Bay of Bengal and 43 in the Arabian Sea. Question: Which is the important latitude that passes through India? Option A, Equator. Option B, Tropic of Capricorn. Option C, Tropic of Cancer. Option D, Prime Meridian. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option C, which is Tropic of Cancer. The Tropic of Cancer, 23 degrees N, is an important latitude that passes through India, marking the northern limit of the tropics. Question: Which mountain range is also known as the Greater Himalayas? Option A, Shivalik Range. Option B, Anskar Range. Option C, Himalayas. Option D, Hindu Kush. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option C, which is Himalayas. The term Greater Himalayas refers to the main Himalayan range, which includes the highest peaks, including Mount Everest. Question: Which coast is located between the Bay of Bengal and the Eastern Ghats? Option A, Western Coast. Option B, Coromandel Coast. Option C, Utkal Coast. Option D, Malabar Coast. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option B, which is Coromandel Coast. The Coromandel Coast is located between the Bay of Bengal and the Eastern Ghats, extending from Kanyakumari to the northern parts of the eastern coast. Question: What is the total area of India? Option A, 3 million sq.km. Option B, 5 million sq.km. Option C, 2.9 million sq.km. Option D, 4 million sq.km. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option C, which is 2.9 million sq.km. The total area of India is approximately 3.287 million square kilometers. Question: Which is the major port located on the western coast of India? Option A, Kolkata. Option B, Chennai. Option C, Mumbai. Option D, Visakhapatnam. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option C, which is Mumbai. Mumbai is one of the major ports located on the western coast of India, known for its significant maritime trade. Question: What is the hottest place in India during the summer season? Option A, Delhi. Option B, Ganganagar. Option C, Mumbai. Option D, Chennai. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option B, which is Ganganagar. Ganganagar in Rajasthan records a maximum temperature of 52 degrees Celsius, making it the hottest place in India during summer. Question: Which season is generally referred to as the rainy season in India? Option A, summer. Option B, winter. Option C, southwest monsoon. Option D, retreating monsoon. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option C, which is southwest monsoon. The southwest monsoon season, which lasts from June to September, is known as the rainy season in India. Question: what percentage of India's annual rainfall occurs during the southwest monsoon? Option A, 10%. Option B, 50%. Option C, 75%. Option D, 90%. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option C, which is 75%. Approximately 75% of India's annual rainfall occurs during the southwest monsoon season. Question: which region in India receives the highest rainfall? Option A, Thar Desert. Option B, Mawasyanram. Option C, Punjab. Option D, Haryana. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option B, which is Mawasyanram. Mawasyanram in Meghalaya is known to receive the highest rainfall in India. Question: what is the average annual rainfall in India? Option A, 50 cm. Option B, 100 cm. Option C, 118 cm. Option D, 250 cm. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option C, which is 118 cm. India's average annual rainfall is approximately 118 cm. Question: which season in India is characterized by very low temperatures, especially in Jammu and Kashmir? Option A, summer. Option B, southwest monsoon. Option C, winter. Option D, retreating monsoon. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option C, which is winter. The winter season, from December to February, is characterized by very low temperatures in regions like Jammu and Kashmir. Question: what is the term used for the period when the southwest monsoon winds start receding? Option A, retreating monsoon. Option B, winter. Option C, summer. Option D, pre-monsoon. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option A, which is retreating monsoon. The period when the southwest monsoon winds start receding is called the retreating monsoon. Question: which areas in India are classified as having deficit rainfall? Option A, western Ghats. Option B, Thar Desert. Option C, Assam. Option D, West Bengal. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option B, which is Thar Desert. Areas receiving less than 50 cm of rain, such as the Thar Desert, are classified as deficit rainfall regions. Question: what is the main occupation of people in India that is heavily influenced by the monsoons? Option A, fishing. Option B, agriculture. Option C, manufacturing. Option D, tourism. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option B, which is agriculture. Agriculture is the main occupation in India, and it is significantly influenced by the monsoon rains. Question: during which months does the summer season occur in India? Option A, March to May. Option B, June to September. Option C, October to November. Option D, December to February. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option A, which is March to May. The summer season in India occurs from March to May. Question: what type of soil is primarily found in the northern plains of India? Option A, black soil. Option B, alluvial soil. Option C, red soil. Option D, desert soil. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option B, which is alluvial soil. Alluvial soil is deposited by rivers and is predominantly found in the northern plains of India, making it suitable for various crops. Question: which soil is best suited for cotton cultivation? Option A, alluvial soil. Option B, black soil. Option C, red soil. Option D, laterite soil. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option B, which is black soil. Black soil, also known as Reger soil, is rich in clay and is particularly suitable for cotton cultivation. Question: what is the main cause of soil erosion? Option A, overgrazing. Option B, soil fertility. Option C, crop rotation. Option D, organic farming. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option A, which is overgrazing. Overgrazing is one of the significant causes of soil erosion, as it removes vegetation that protects the soil. Question: which type of soil is found in the Himalayan mountains? Option A, desert soil. Option B, mountainous soil. Option C, black soil. Option D, alluvial soil. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option B, which is mountainous soil. Mountainous soil is found in the Himalayan regions and is suitable for growing crops like tea and coffee. Question: what is soil conservation? Option A, the process of increasing soil fertility. Option B, the prevention of soil erosion and degradation. Option C, the study of soil types. Option D, the use of chemical fertilizers. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option B, which is the prevention of soil erosion and degradation. Soil conservation refers to practices aimed at preventing soil erosion and maintaining soil health. Question: which of the following is not a method of preventing soil erosion? Option A, construction of bunds. Option B, deforestation. Option C, terracing. Option D, afforestation. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option B, which is deforestation. Deforestation contributes to soil erosion, while the other options are methods to prevent it. Question: what is the primary effect of soil erosion? Option A, increased soil fertility. Option B, flooding due to silt accumulation. Option C, improved crop yield. Option D, enhanced water retention. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option B, which is flooding due to silt accumulation. Soil erosion can lead to the accumulation of silt in riverbeds, which can cause flooding. Question: which soil is characterized by high clay content and is suitable for dry farming? Option A, black soil. Option B, red soil. Option C, alluvial soil. Option D, desert soil. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option A, which is black soil. Black soil has a high clay content, making it suitable for retaining moisture and ideal for dry farming. Question: what is the study of soil called? Option A, geology. Option B, pedology. Option C, botany. Option D, agronomy. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option B, which is pedology. Pedology is the scientific study of soils, including their formation, classification, and mapping. Question: which of the following crops is commonly grown in alluvial soil? Option A, cotton. Option B, wheat. Option C, coffee. Option D, tobacco. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option B, which is wheat. Wheat is one of the major crops grown in alluvial soil, which is fertile and supports various agricultural activities. Question: what is the total area of mangrove forests in India? Option A, 2.6 thousand km superscript 2. Option B, 4.4 thousand km superscript 2. Option C, 6.9 thousand km superscript 2. Option D, 10.0 thousand km superscript 2. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option B, which is 4.4 thousand km superscript 2. The total area of mangrove forests in India is approximately 4.4 thousand km superscript 2, primarily found in river deltas and coastal regions. Question: what type of forests are found in regions receiving more than 250 centimeters of rainfall? Option A, deciduous forests. Option B, evergreen forests. Option C, tropical grasslands. Option D, mangrove forests. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option B, which is evergreen forests. Evergreen forests are characterized by trees that remain green throughout the year and are found in areas with high rainfall. Question: which type of forest is most widely distributed in India? Option A, evergreen forests. Option B, deciduous monsoon forests. Option C, alpine forests. Option D, mangrove forests. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option B, which is deciduous monsoon forests. Deciduous monsoon forests cover about 65.5% of the total forest area in India and are found in regions with moderate rainfall. Question: which national park is the first established in India? Option A, Kaziranga National Park. Option B, Sundarban National Park. Option C, Jim Corbett National Park. Option D, Gir National Park. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option C, which is Jim Corbett National Park. Jim Corbett National Park, located in Uttaranchal, is recognized as the first national park established in India. Question: how many wildlife sanctuaries are there in India? Option A, 523. Option B, 99. Option C, 275. Option D, 18. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option A, which is 523. India has around 523 wildlife sanctuaries set up to protect animals in their natural habitats. Question: which type of vegetation is found in the Thar Desert region? Option A, tropical grasslands. Option B, desert vegetation. Option C, evergreen forests. Option D, mangrove forests. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option B, which is desert vegetation. Desert vegetation, including species like babool and sisum, is found in the arid regions of the Thar Desert. Question: what is the primary purpose of wildlife sanctuaries? Option A, to promote tourism. Option B, to protect animals in their natural habitat. Option C, to cultivate plants. Option D, to conduct research. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option B, which is to protect animals in their natural habitat. Wildlife sanctuaries are established primarily to protect animals and their habitats from threats. Question: which of the following is a biosphere reserve in India? Option A, Kaziranga. Option B, Sundarban. Option C, Jim Corbett. Option D, Hazaribagh. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option B, which is Sundarban. The Sundarban is one of the identified biosphere reserves in India, known for its unique mangrove ecosystem. Question: what percentage of India's geographical area is covered by forests? Option A, 10.5%. Option B, 21.2%. Option C, 30.0%. Option D, 15.0%. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option B, which is 21.2%. According to a survey, approximately 21.2% of India's geographical area is covered by forests. Question: which type of forest is characterized by trees shading their leaves during dry winters? Option A, evergreen forests. Option B, deciduous monsoon forests. Option C, tropical grasslands. Option D, alpine forests. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. The correct answer is option B, which is deciduous monsoon forests. Deciduous monsoon forests are known for their seasonal leaf shading during dry periods.